Okay, hi. Sorry about that. We are extremely late, and that's only because I need a lot of time to get ready. I'm sorry, you guys. Either way, also, I have put Facebook and Twitter back on our streams, so we are now streaming through them, as well as Twitch, of course. So Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. We are streaming through all of them. So I think if you're listening this, then I think only Twitch comments will show up here on the side. I'm still learning how to do some of this stuff, so I'm only just now returning to restream. So I just did some stuff to my hair, so now it's like kind of like feels really soft and I keep wanting to touch it. But hello everybody, welcome to our Valentine's Day stream. If I could just find my camera, that would be brilliant. Perfect, there it is. So, as the comments, as the name suggests, we are playing 2 games tonight. We're playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, because, you know, gotta stay on brand a little bit for the day. And then we're gonna be kicking over to Spyro because I believe that the game's really short. So play a little bit of some KFC simulator and go and just kill it with some Spyro. Everything is pre-downloaded, so it should be ready to go. God, I hope. I tested Colonel Sanders, did not test Spyro yet, but we'll see. We'll see what we need when we get there. Worst case, who knows? We're streaming until midnight tonight because I am extremely late. My fault. So yeah, let's play some Colonel Sanders. Ooh, music turned down just in time. Kick it over, kick it over. Nope, not that one. Put my mouse in. Deep-a-boop. That is very loud. It should be coming on here in a second. Let's give it a minute. There it goes. Oh, that is loud. Turn that down a little bit. Oh, this is cute. I keep clicking out of it. You know we're going straight for Colonel Sanders. Gotta give it to KFC for this game. Now, I have never played this game, so we'll kind of see how it goes. I started to watch, I think, Game Grumps play it, and then I just kind of faded out. I think I was like busy doing something. Who knows? But I keep clicking out of it. Stop that. There we go. Okay. Enter. Tell us your name. Yandere. I'm already in love with the biscuits and the chicken. Instant love triangle. I hope Yuri stops in tonight because I feel like they may not have heard of this game before. What are they doing? If this game crashes from the chicken and biscuits, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. I'm just cursed. Every game I play has to crash the first few times we play it. Yep, game crash. Great. Thanks, Colonel Sanders. Alright, let's try this again. And we're going to skip through the intro this time, as beautiful as it is. got a schedule to keep. I'm worried that this game may end up taking us all night. Psyop. Come on. What's up with this game? There we go. Yandere. Confirm. Let's try it again. There they go. They're moving this time. This time I won't get all click happy. I'm going to let it do its thing. I have steak fries. It's also my mom's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday in advance. Is it taking too long? How's it this game keeps freezing? You know what? I bet it's my background again. Yep, it's always the background. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Ooh, I love boy band. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack the clock and get up. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Desktop is a little quiet. Turn it up a bit. Okay. Your mind begins to wonder. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Take this seriously, although it takes me forever to get my ass out of bed. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab Did I forget to mention that I might be a little dyslexic? We're not sure. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. A dry-ass biscuit. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. It's like my friend Jackie. Good morning, Yandere. Are you excited for your first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot's nervous. What the? It's just, this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her, or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk your best friend. Remember last month when we said that fortune teller, when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's hot. She's totally evil and totally hot. But you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. She's hot. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Yandra's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. They are actually not. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem, Van. Oh, he's gorgeous. You rang. Oh my god, my friend Rusty would love this guy. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. He's fucking hell. I love this guy. What is this? What does this do? Oh. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning will ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas by now. I love her. I love her confidence. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old. Could someone like this be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. That's adorable, though. Hi, Pop. I'm Yandere. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Oh, wait. No, that was me. Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Oh, I remember hearing about this dog. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Oh, his name is Sprinkles. Now, be quiet, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? That's the best school ever. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Oh my god. Here comes the host club. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then... kiss, kiss, fall in love. He walks in. Tamaki Suo. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. He is kind of daddy, not gonna lie. It's him. It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan... Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can... Oh, sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish the sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hush murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with you and your really weird insults? Besides, when Yandere sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at all that shimmer. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all that is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. I probably read that wrong. Ugh. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Student. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, and interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track. Out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students. That tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What? Oh, it's Wash from My Hero. Bzz. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air to take a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. No. You've never had a dog talk as a teacher before. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before. But Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Beef treat? Rubber ball? Chicken snack? Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes goes wide and he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for our new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibility of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Andre, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me. If you're interested, I am. Bye. You move to take your seat next to Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfectly upright posture shows off his seriousness. That makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can. I probably should give him a deeper voice, but I already know I'm going to dry my voice out doing this. Do all you can and do the best you can. It's the only way you ever get the feeling of a... Wait, hold on. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. But what was the second thing? Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for the life at a culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here's question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Oh, I see. I was reading that backwards. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Eating utensil. Spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? No. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Yes. That's right. Your total score is 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up and see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Fuck off. This is why... So, this is a very big reason about why I'm still single. Because I cannot take a compliment for shit. Even at work, people will say something nice to me, and my response is, fuck off. Like, that's how I say thank you. I'm sorry. Hot diggity, Andre. You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. The Stewart cafeteria? A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh! In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Is it a big-ass bucket of chicken? That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? It's a bucket of chicken. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. It contains glimmer. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. And that's all I can say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, dude. Nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at the moment that was the hands of a true gentleman. Wait, hold on. Dear diary, today I smelt something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. God, those arms. You take one piece of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transport you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate at that moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. I feel like this is probably the Colonel Sanders option. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha! How bold of you to come out and ask. What is that? Colonel, what are you holding? Dude, that waist is snatched though! Look how tiny he is! He does not eat any of his food, I could tell. Look at this big ass thing of water I have. I've been drinking water. A lot of it. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Why is he looking at me like that? He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you were wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. He literally just walked off. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you've got big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest, but thoughtful. What does neg mean? I know nag, but what is neg? Define neg. Insult or undermine in the belief that diminish self-confidence. Wait. Hold on. Okay, so it means be mean. So be modest but thoughtful. Well, I wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Yandere. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Ooh, that's pretty. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they will need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we have to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show off our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off, Colonel Sanders. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, Yandere. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnered with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any ideas what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Andrew, hello! Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there is something charming and earnest about him. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Jeez, I cannot read. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest for your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I have a feeling that's probably it. Yep, knew it. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? Love him. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. What is on her thighs? Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yes. Your point. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? I knew it. Alright, I dig this music of his. Is he an option? Oh, no jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Yandere's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns arms full of peeled potatoes, tosses them into boiling water, and turns his attention to you and your old friends. How loud is that? It's not too loud, is it? No? Oh, that's not too loud. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in A quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Yandere was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These younger amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get to my level. Huh, doubt it. Don't be... excuse me. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Yeah. I'm here to learn and to express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders chooses me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements. From contracts to handshakes, I took on Yandere as a partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Yandere's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute porgies and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled the potatoes into perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavors. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your... Where Colonel Sanders from again? KFC. The restaurant KFC. Brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. This game is ridiculous. I love it. Eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Hi, by the way, Starbreeze. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heap... Who is that? Oh. And lift a heaping sporkful up, and you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. That's the irresistible Texan charm. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh, fuck this music again. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right to Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. She's really hot, though. It's okay. Van Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Yandere. We do not waste food. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Today has potatoes face. I hate that. Cows. Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. That's a pretty sick plate. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. That is pretty badass. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite. You will look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Sup, Mallard? I'd eat that. Oh yeah. No, I was just saying how you and Rusty would love this guy in the center. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Oh, that's adorable. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. Is he from JoJo? He looks like it, doesn't he? This is the Colonel Sanders romance game. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Nope, he won't have it. Nope, he won't give up that easy. Nope, he won't have it. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying... Ah, I dropped a french fry. Fuck! Enthusiasm for trying new things, despite oblivious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Look how handsome he is. So good looking. Yeah, they had no right. Seeing that you're shaken up by the really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Okay. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way you may find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Can I do that? Yes, Yandere. There's something I need to tell you. There he is. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Shut the fuck up. Hey, no, you... Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. I hate that you guys can see my mouse because I have to do this in order to read shit. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight a hero. What the fuck? What is this game? Pick Van Van. He has my vote. No! What is this? Why is this? I think I left... Look, Colonel Sanders, he looks mildly annoyed. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fighting sequence. Of course it is. What will you do? Fuck it, man. Leroy Jenkins that shit. You decide to go on attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Took the love, just 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upset the Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Use Colonel Sanders as meat shield. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation? So is that how I'm reading that? You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? How long is this going to go on? You take 2 damage. You take more damage. You're not going to survive the battle. Is there a save button? There is not. Attack. Oh, great. Now he's doing something. Thank God. My fucking hero. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power pinch. They really got us with a fucking cleave shot. Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam in the night. Spare the wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. It's like when you anger the chickens in LOZ. Oh, Legend of Zelda. I was thinking that, actually. I won't forget this. And I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic. Of course it fucking is. With a golden chicken on the cover. Of course it does. You open the cover to find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Why is he in my room? Oh, sick, I got a gross-ass mini-split. Don't look at my boy band poster! The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must help you get home. How does he know where I live? In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. Dude, sick fucking Vans, bro. You feel your covers being pulled up as you were tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Why is everyone on chicken? You awake on day 2. You attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? God, I hope those aren't premonitions. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. Gonna head to Z's. Good luck with your Kentucky Fried. I'm not even gonna say it. Have a good night, my friend. I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. Like him. Like him. Well, yeah, he kind of resembles Fisto from Fallout. I don't blame a girl. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. It was also the convertible that he himself. Wait, what? Hold on. That he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in the front of the homecoming parade. I think it's supposed to say in the convertible. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in a pressure cooker language translation there. Oh, okay, so the game acknowledges it. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. You're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Uh-huh, sure you did. You're great, why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You haven't an idea about how to prove your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. Does she have weed on her? I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt I'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it wouldn't mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly tell a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about it was I have newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? I have newt. Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing that you'd figured. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figured that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone, and you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Oh boy. It's the Orin boys again. A wind brushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Run to him! You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up on the back of the stallion and you'll ride away together. That will show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement surprises the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Yandere, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this, exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. You know it's serious. I have been trapped in the realm of the beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is it Borko? But before he can continue, you're suddenly awake. Ah, jeez. You wake to find Colonel Sanders tending you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? I feel like that's too easy. I feel like this is too easy. This is too easy. Fuck. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school. Maybe you shouldn't be running to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. One thing for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. Perfect, that was the right answer. Okay. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. Try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Act like you're not interested in them, but try to get a closer look. Yes. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. I love that his hair just like gets all out of whack. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. He's adorable, and it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tried to catch them in his mouth. What? We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzz. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come... Wait, what? About to come to blows. I think it must be over for me. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ash's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse. Right. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Students, please take your seat. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent you left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down! Auf Toppen? Auf Toppen? Is that German? Auf Toppen? The command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkle out of his trance. I wonder what was up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Yandere. Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. What item do you sampleize? What item do you sample? Sample-ize. I don't know. The idea that the characters is moving. Lines in the background? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, what should we sample? The dog biscuit? I feel like the dog biscuit might be the right answer, but I'm not sure. I feel like if it's the dog biscuit, everyone's gonna look at us weird. But a shimmering pepper? That sounds spicy. Spicy. That sounds spicy. That sounds spicy. I almost said Pisces. Fuck it. Dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's bacon, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites you onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? Fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. Oh, hey, we got a second shot. Let's figure out how I'm gonna fuck it up. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. My friend, ooh. The sky again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill. Cough. The prophecy. Cough, cough. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. Oh, excuse me. You come to and find everyone staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I better pay attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and tell them you're on. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Yandere, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Oh, it's adorable. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and tartlet for dessert. Captain, stop. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you need for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough today. Let's battle. Just as things reached a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Arr! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Her thighs are... Love her. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Let's see. That's wrong. Fuck. What were you thinking, Andre? Get your head in the game. You're gonna need some season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going here, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust? That's wrong. Fuck! Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster. If I fuck this up, I'm starting this game over and I'm just going to speed through everything. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? That's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Oh! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sign of success? Sizzling? That's wrong. Fuck! Yep. Game over. Try again. So where's it going to start me at? I better not need a walkthrough for a freaking Colonel Sanders dating game. How do I... Oh, I hold it. Fuck. 11. Trust? Damn it. That was not the right answer. Okay, that one. Silence? That's right. Oh, okay, perfect. You know, as Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Yandere. Thanks, Daddy. I mean, Colonel Sanders. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoons full of gravy? Fuck! What? Stop! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. These are all rigged. You're struggling to keep up. At the next station, Ashley has already begun plating the elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a standard mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zip. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Yandere does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer and rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Yandere, no! But you're not fast enough, your hand gets stuck. Immediately correct. What is this game? There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Sure, that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of Yandere's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops at the locks as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. It's a cute plate. Looks like broken glass, though. Under the white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Yandere to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of the delicate hot chocolate might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredient hidden within. Oh, that's cute. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese, that word, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Hee hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lip, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Yep. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Recoils and brushes you back. His goatee isn't just a fat... Fuck! Try again! That is so gross. This is why I don't like facial hair. It's gross. I have to do that all again? Are you kidding? Okay, let's try it again. Celsius. That's right. 11 herbs and spices. Vigilance? What? It's gratitude? Small town where dreams are born. Silence. None of that is correct anyway. None of that is going to be correct. Fast forward through all of it. Captain! Oh. My lights fell. I just assumed he did something. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that you burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch on fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but failed as an... I can't read those words right now. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster! Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you didn't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to have, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems. Am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad that there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. Oh, his face is a spork. Okay. I was trying to figure out what that was. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Yandere. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh my god. Look at that picture. That's adorable. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. That is such a suggestive fire. I love it. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I nailed it, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it secret just for you? Reveal it. He told us a secret. You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. That's disgusting. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until it's just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Is he gonna steal my recipe? You could offer to make him more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be right back. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? That's adorable. Adorable baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Or maybe it's the drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Nope, not yet. I'm not ready yet. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumstick and appear to be cheersing them. What? You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. I bet that's Pete. Gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost is swept out with a breeze. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting in the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." What's this? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of a comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of '69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. Are we just slowly learning the 11 herbs and spices? Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. But when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. You open the door to Colonel Sam's closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. Don't touch his shit. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Oh god. I'm fucking touching shit. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You confess. I think I developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel Sanders in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Yandere? I honestly think that this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Chicken. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's malicious. Meticulous. I can't read. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confusion by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Why? There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy of Learning waits for no one. You get home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? I Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. To think, I think I can't believe that. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on while talking to a pressure cooker. And now I'm not sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but an emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong. You don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. What? We stopped being friends because of that? These visual novels really hurt my throat. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact, because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Yandere, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Yandere, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing, complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. Oh, it was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Yandere, I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine food. See you inside, Yandere. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to have some sort of grimoire. Grimoire? But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use the spell this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Must be hungry. Reach for some homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. The room is deathly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied with his presence, that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but also other squirrels in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Yandere, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills it over into class. Sprinkles interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appeared to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Bzz, but take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps of his panel, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. What the fuck? Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it comes from. In terms of deep friend... I think it's supposed to deep fried footwear. I guess it looks okay. Clank rolls slowly out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't distract from what lies ahead. The final competition, showdown, challenge, exam, TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I can smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her hair, her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final exam. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Yandere's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making the dish becomes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Yandere, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pies begin to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick when the oven timer goes off behind you. That's up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you would expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know, you knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. That's THC, my man, and yes, it was. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't... Not gonna say it. The moment of truth. Wow, you cooked a whole fucking spoon in it. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it leviates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Don't say that. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Love it. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Stop it. I believe in you, Yandere. I'm gonna throw this book in your fucking gorgeous face. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Yandere, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Well, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. Oh, fuck. However, she doesn't know that you lied about the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the Grimmer stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magic. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Huh, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodle in the pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long, involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that in the monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Summon extra power, give up and drop out of culinary school. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. I have a french fry. No, I made a mess. More french fries. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Am I going super saiyan? My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Yandere, you are the chosen one, you will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Yandere. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? Would someone ask for a wedgie? Who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge. seeing how we didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. UCSAL history. That's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 long days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki ice by a float in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink little dog tongue tip into the bowl. Sublime. Wouldn't anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than thimble worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Yandere, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks disgusting. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on the account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, and he can't get past all these needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. It's actually really cute. That's actually really cute. How did she do that? That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Yandere? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. If it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everybody. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examined it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around the partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend into reality, into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declare that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Oh gosh, we're having a school dance. Please stop. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of a school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says that you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, she's so cute. I love her so much. Big Mama! Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. Oh, not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you all to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Hello. Or, where did I get hello from? Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone would call me my new name, Party Monster. Students try to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Oh, she's so cute. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking. You know she's gonna do great. The red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. Figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. He's the dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out how you are, Clank. We're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. The portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Oh boy, here he is. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. What is he wearing? No. No. It's too basic for him. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. It's time for a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Is that the end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Yandere, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Stop. Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy must, heady goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Yandere. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn... What? Can you live with only half of him? Would you be able to endure sharing him with his other... I suppose I can enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Yandere, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. I probably didn't get the best ending there. Let's see. I'm gonna see. How do you get the best ending? Because we can just fast forward to it. Okay, so we're gonna start a new game, but we're gonna fast forward through everything. We're going to call this one When to Go. Whoops. Knocking over my ketchup. Smack that clock. We're cheating now. Change the subject. We're just fast forwarding through everything. Fast forward. Take the handkerchief. Chicken snack. Said by Colonel Sanders. Extremely. Feather. A spork. Anything. He's a talking dog. He is best boy. We're just gonna try to get the best ending here. I love this guy. Focus your mind. Be modest but thoughtful. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Turn to Colonel Sanders. We've already done all this. We're just trying to get the best ending now. Attack. Let's do the same thing as last time. Attack again. Spare him. What just happened? Make up a fake ingredient. Run to him. Well, why is he showing up in a horse? Horseshoes. Act like you're not interested. Okay, so it says, the walkthrough says get the dog biscuit. But we know that's not the right answer. I'm gonna do what it says. Okay, and then this time we're gonna do a glass of water. Hey, that was mine. It's from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Okay, so I guess that's just what happens. Step up and yell, you're on. That's what I'm being told. $100. You already know that one. 11. This one is gratitude. That's probably what messed us up last time. A small town. Silence. These choices don't matter. These choices don't matter. Internalize the rage. I think we already did all this stuff. Spark monster. I'm pretty sure the gratitude one is the only thing that really messed us up. Reveal it. Because so far, reveal is the only thing that I messed up. Or gratitude is the only thing that I messed up. Look at everything. Look at everything. Whee! Just clicking on everything to get it out of the way. Okay. Perfect.
Aww.
Fess up. Now does this change? Whoops, I clicked out of it. Hold on, I clicked out of it. Whoops, I clicked out of a lot of things. Does this change anything? Okay, yep. Yep, there they go again. Flatter him. We're almost done. We are almost done. I just want us to get the best ending. Don't do it after all. It says if you do it, it won't let you anyway. You must be hungry. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Wendigo, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Wendigo, for reminding me to dole out the indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. Okay, so this part we've already dealt with. We've already done all of this. Okay, and fess up. Perfect. Now we're doing all this. Do it the hard way. Do. You summon the extra power from deep within yourself. Alright. So this is just where they're going over the dishes that they made. Disqualified. She's so cute. I love her. Okay, let's see if anything changed here. God, she's so cute! I love her! Thick mama. Ejected, student walks off. Red carpet. Find out he's actually the dean. Oh shit, we may not have time for Spyro. Oh god. Here we go. Couldn't help but wonder. Was her final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. Might have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump at the tip of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth. Fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. I hate this so much. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and life? What? You gasped. Could it be? Is he really saying me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. I hate this. The for real end? Wow, that was life-changing 3 days. Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel Sanders. You step outside to get some air. The quad is dark and quiet. Too quiet. You start to smell something salty, potatoey, gravy-y. Just then, Spork Monster appears. Hi, Wendigo. You had some pretty sweet dance moves back there. Why, thank you. You weren't too shabby yourself. That moonwalk you did was pretty cool. Oh, you noticed? I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, I had something to ask you. You see, life as a potato-like creature is difficult. I have no place to call home other than people's nightmares. Oh, I had no idea. I was wondering if I might be able to go home with you, permanently. I'll run out and get the paper in the morning and everything. What do you say? Yes, adopt him. He's adorable. No, a dorm room is no place for a Spork Monster. Adopt him. My hero. I will ever be in your debt. The end. Seriously, though. It really is this time. Okay, that was the best ending. Colonel Sanders basically asked us to marry him, and have a share in the KFC franchise, which I will be awaiting, my man. I will be awaiting that share in the mail. And we adopted a monster. It's pretty sweet. Oh god. We only have 30 minutes left to stream, and I don't think it's enough to get Spyro started, because I guarantee you that when I start Spyro, I will not want to stop. So we may have to just call it for now. I will, Oops. But to make up for it, I will be playing Spyro on Thursday, because Tuesday kind of changed our stream schedule a bit. So, hold on. There we go. Actually, let me put this back really quick. Boop. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I appreciate you guys being here. I apologize that we couldn't get to Spyro, but I promise we'll do it on Thursday. I already have it downloaded. I'm looking at it right now. So, excuse me. I actually had it. Actually, wait. I might have one game that we could play. So if you guys know who Music is, she's a streamer. She's kind of on a bit of a hiatus, but she recommended this game to me that I am gonna go ahead and play. Let's see. Let me go ahead and uninstall this game though, since we're done with it. Like, we'll just see how long this game is. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to, fuck. So the thing I don't like about Restream is that it doesn't like how I try to rename stuff. Fuck, let's see if it'll let me rename it. Yeah, it might be a little complicated to rename it, so we're probably going to start off the next stream playing this game called Speed Dating for Ghosts. We're going to start off playing that, and then we'll get right into Spyro. I'm going to say I can't imagine it's a long game, but we'll find out. But I'm going to let you guys go. You have a great rest of your night. Today sucks for a lot of people, and I hope it wasn't too hard for anybody. I myself am super mega single. So, fun fact, always have been. So, I know it sucks for a lot of people, but hopefully, just even hanging out for a few minutes, hopefully that made you feel even a little bit better. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a wonderful night. I love y'all. See you on Thursday. And then after that, we'll be getting back to our normal stream schedule. So, just trying to figure out if that means that I'm gonna stream on Saturday or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know by Thursday. But, okay.